Our questions today. What do you do when leadership won't solve a well known problem? And how can I thrive when my teammates are vocal about their achievements while I am reserved? So let's break it down. Our nervous system is often triggered by something in our socialization or the way that we grew up. There is one thing that's completely outside the realm of thought work in this situation where simply you're not paid to care. The caring only creates a problem for you because we see people like Chad. Chad doesn't care. Chad's like, not my problem, and can just go on with his day. You're not paid to care. It's not a requirement. The requirement is you go and you do what's asked of you. We don't get any validation cookies when we prioritize our comfort ahead of other people's. It was taking a lot of my energy, but not really changing anything. Of course, we're frustrated when we're doing our jobs and it seems like other people aren't. Of course, we are. That makes sense, right? Of course, we feel angry or betrayed when we're not getting the thing that we need, right? But caring is optional. And caring that much is creating a situation where you just don't feel good about going to work every day. Then you need to think about, how do we intervene in here? We create a problem for ourselves and we didn't create the problem, right? We just acknowledged that this exists and shared it with someone who we thought would have the authority and the desire to fix it. But we also don't have the authority to solve it. The only thing I have control over is how I look at this situation right now. I cannot involve myself in an issue and still be great at my job. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It just means that I don't have any control over this. I'm going to let it go. You're going to develop a really high emotional tolerance, a high emotional resilience for those kinds of discomforts that can be really, really rough on people who grew up in a house where everything's swept under the rug. In girls' social groups, cooperation is valued over competition. Standing out and being competitive and trying to make yourself better than the other people around you, that's going to feel really uncomfortable. We want to get out of this safe zone where we don't get to grow, but we don't want to go so far that we panic or shut down. We even feel embarrassment and shame on behalf of other people. If we grew up in a very, where modesty was very valued, then when people are tooting their own horn, that can actually, we can feel embarrassed for them. We're depriving our colleagues of our contributions and being able to celebrate our accomplishments. If singing karaoke terrifies you, go do that. Things where your body will tell you that you're in danger, but you're not. These are the things that you want to do. This is how you get to catch up with the kids that were socialized that competition and failure was just no big deal. Even though our brain is flooding our bodies with adrenaline and cortisol, and that makes us think we are in mortal peril, we actually aren't.